Hello there! Here's my best race that I have done so far. There were great battles and nice strategy management. Because of the rain, it was raining, then the track became dry, and you have to swap between many tires from wets to dries, different pressures and different temperatures. That's all. Okay. That was a great race. I can say anything else. Of course, it was not the cleanest race because of the rain, and you'll see contact in the first corner with me and McLaren and Audi. But I think at least it was the one contact that happened, and that's all what you have to know, because it was the only one that I've seen in the race with me that involved me. And yeah, English is not my first language, so I can make some mistakes. Just in case if you will wonder why I'm doing some stupid mistakes in language. Okay. And here's going to be a start of the race. We're lining up, getting ready for the race, and I will try to be as much as I can to not crush in someone in front of me or behind. So the start begins. We're driving, and many water splashes, trying to brake. I leave a lot of space in front of me. I get a little bit wide, so I get in contact with Audi, and McLaren pushes me from the back. I'm getting spun, McLaren drives away, and me, Bentley and Ferrari have to drive from the back. But we are not the last, because there's some cars that are going through the pit lane. So they may be driving through the pit lane because they forgotten to click the drive button and other stuff, I don't know. Maybe they thought that starting through the pit lane will be the greater option because of the rain, many car will crash, and many cars, yeah, so many, I think they thought it will be like 10 or so it will be greater to start for the pit lane and not to crash into someone. And yeah, that you've seen is Audi. Remember it, because in the future you will see how he will undercut me. He was a great driver. He was driving a little bit faster than me, I guess. He ran a bit wide, so I'll lose about half a second, I think, to Ferrari in front. But yeah, as you can see, here's a Bentley and here's that Audi. I was driving, trying to push my limits in wet conditions, because I thought I can go far higher places that I'm having now. So I started from 22nd place, and I thought maybe I can go a bit higher. So yeah, and then I did a great job. It was 11th place, because I was finishing on 12th, and after that about penalty about 10 seconds, so I went to 11th place because of the penalty of the 11th positions. Yeah, so here's a McLaren. I'm overtaking him as nothing. I think he has some air damage or so he's a little bit slow and straight. He ran a bit wide, and yeah, so that was my mistake. But I'm doing a great job here because I haven't driven Indianapolis in rain, so I have never done that before. It was my first race in rain. Before that, I have done 8 hours on Indianapolis, and that was my only practice for that race. But it was an hour race, so one pit stop, 2-hour race. I think it was a great thing. Yeah. Here I'm trying to push, and here I'm doing a very close call. I thought I will not brake too much, but I was really close to crash into that Audi. Here Audi makes mistake. I'm doing a great exit, and I'm trying to be a bit closer, and you will see my mistake here. So I think I can overtake him by the speed, but I forgot that it's rain. I ran too wide, not too wide, but I did a late braking. Because of that, it was my mistake. I'm really sorry for that Audi, that I dive bombed it, but in the end you'll see what happened to it. So he is a great driver. He has reacted to my actions. I'm really pleased with that. I'm sorry for him, and yeah, he did a mistake at that corner. So I'm doing my braking a bit late, and that Audi went to grass and spun off. So if I would crash into him, maybe not in the crash. Because of the crash, you will have air damage, suspension damage. That's not the greatest thing that you want to have in a 1 hour race. But after that, maybe if I will spun him at those corners, I'll be not that of a jerk, I think. Yeah. So as you can see, Audi getting closer to me, and we are driving like that for some laps. Yeah. So I'm trying to find the moments where that Audi was really close to me, where he overtook me, where I overtook him. And yeah, here I do a little bit oversteer, he overtakes me. He has an advantage now, so yeah. He was faster than me, but in the end, I don't know what happened to him, because he was around half a second faster to rain with me. Not a half a second, but yeah. So around that, his pace on a dry surface was around that. But in the end, I was faster than him. Maybe it was because he did something wrong on pressures. Yeah, so he doing a mistake right here. This double apex turn. He brakes later. He runs wide on sand, and yeah. So gets an advantage, overtaking him and driving like that for another 2 laps. Yeah. So here, as you can see, nothing really happens. Yeah. He's starting to do some battles with Bentley, if you can see it. He overtook Bentley, but that definitely slowed down him, so now I don't have to worry about it. Yeah. So because of that, I'm running a clean air, not worrying about anything, no mistakes, no warnings about track limits and other stuff. So yeah. Okay. And here's another lap, not that interesting of a thing, so I think I will cut it out right now. And here's the end of the next lap. So he drove a little bit faster than I, so he went really close to me. I thought the drain is trying. The lap has ended, so I think right now it's the last lap that I'm going to do. And he jumps into the pit lane, so he wants to be on dry tires now. But I think that it would be better than to stay the one more lap. And maybe I thought that he's going to be on another lap, so on wets. Yeah. So because of that, I stayed another lap and was trying to push my tires at the limit, because it was the last lap of them. Yeah. I was already overheating my tires. It was 34 psi, as I remember, and because of that, it was a little bit hard to drive them, I guess. And as you can see, no water on the track right now, but when I started the lap, it was a little water here. Yeah, there is a bit of water, but not that critical. So I thought if I will jump into the pit lane, I will drive on a wet surface. My tires pressures will be pretty low because of the low temperatures of the tires, and I decided to stay in the lap. So here I come into the pit lane, the yellow, blue and the green Audi, driving already on a dry tires. I've had a little bit of bodywork damage, so I stayed a little bit longer. So yeah, it was around 4 seconds or 5 seconds. So yeah, because of that, maybe because of that he overtook me. But in the end, I've had to push my tires right now, because it was not an hour stint where I have to economy my tires, but I pushed them to the limits, because it was around 40 minutes before the race ends. So I thought, yeah, I can do it. I can. Yeah, so now I'm driving out of the pit lane, and there's many cars that go into the pit lane on the next lap that I did. As you can see, there's many cars staying right now in the pit lane, and you cannot see, but in the race there was around 10 cars after me that haven't driven to the pit lane. It was a race with a mandatory pit stop, and as you can see, rain and dry surface track. It was already a mandatory pit stop. You cannot drive on wet tires. Yeah, dry surface. Here I'm trying to overtake him, a little bit late braking. He was a bit scared of me. He runs wide, but because of the really wide exit, he trying to overtake me right now. I'm braking a bit earlier, because I think, of course, he will brake a bit later. But I was wrong. He did the right thing. I'm trying to overtake him there. Not trying to overtake, but trying to stay close, I would say. I thought there will be a great battle or hard battle with him, because as you can see, he drives away. I thought maybe I can hit up my tires, and then I will drive closer to him. But on this lap, he just jumped into the pit lane. So no battle, no interesting moments with this Lexus, and yeah. So here comes a blue flag for me, so I give him some space. Yeah, this moment happens a little bit after the pit stop and other stuff, so I don't think that it's the last lap of the race. It's around 3 or 4 laps. The sun is shining, track is absolutely dry, and here's a poor Lexus that has spun off around this corner. And here was not that much of a great opportunity to overtake. As you can see, white, blue, green Audi is ahead of me, and I have found a moment where has overtaken him. So he just spun, but it's a bit about this a bit later. So here I'm trying to find an interesting moments for you, but where it will happen, I don't know. Here I was battling with people, trying to find some moments, yeah. So I'll be right back when I find that moment. So here Audi let the Ferrari pass because he's the lapped car, I was the lapped car, and I'm trying pretty close to him. Yeah, and I was trying to be really close to him. I was close to overtake, but yeah, I was really close, doing a late braking, and I'm getting off the track. Because of that, I haven't overtook him. Honda overtaking me and leaving me absolutely no space. I know why he did it, maybe because he thought the time on the grass or something, but I think he could clearly see me when I was here, yeah. So the radar is existing. I tapped my brakes a little bit and went straight to the grass because I think it's no space for me. If I wouldn't track to this, it would be a crash for me and for him, of course, because I will crash into his rears, he will spin off, and I will lose control of my fronts because I'm on the grass. So yeah, it'll be a crash for both of us. I was driving behind him for some laps. Here I'm getting lapped again. It was blue flags for the first car and for the second car, or second car and third car. I don't remember exactly. Here I cannot check it because I'm not in Assetto Corsa. I am doing already in audio for that video. Yeah, so here I'm driving behind this Honda when he let the leaders pass him, and I'm staying pretty close to him. Yeah, so somewhere I will overtake him. Yeah, that was that straight line. I was having a great exit, not a great, good exit, and what I had that he hadn't, it was a slipstream. So yeah, because of that I was getting close, a little bit of speed for me, and I'm overtaking him at the first corner of the lap. He left me a great room for the maneuver, so thank you for that, Honda, if you're watching that video. So yeah, maybe I think he's a great driver, but he just didn't thought that I'm going to fight back when he was overtaking me. So yeah, here comes again not that of interesting laps, and here I'm going to find some interesting moments for you right now. So here's a moment where, as overtaking that Audi, he went on the grass, the BMW went on the grass. I think they had a hard fight, and someone of them has went on the grass, tried to back on the track, and just crossed into someone. So yeah, that's why, or something like that. So yeah, I think that's the reason why I was taking him. And if not that incident, I think I would be behind them for the end of the race. Yeah, so here there was a blue flag for Audi. Here I'm just checking if he was blue or he just tried to let me pass him. And here's coming the last laps of the race. So here green Audi, late braking, running wide on the grass, and I'm overtaking him because of that. Yeah, and in some seconds you will see some interesting moments, because here you can see 3 wide in the corner, but the camera just cuts it off. I will show you a bit later that moment. So here's their moment, 3 wide in the corner, white, blue and green Audi runs wide, Lexus leaving him a lot of space, and black and green car goes first. Our Audi, with what I was battling, goes second, and the third is Lexus. Not in the entire race, but in their group it's like that. So he's trying to slow down, and boom, a little bit bump. So be really careful after the race, because safety rating is decreasing, and after the race and before the race. So yeah, that was the my race. I hope you liked it. I finished on P12 because of the penalties. I finished on P11, so I've had a lot of fun, and I hope you too and enjoyed watching this video. So thank you for viewing this video, and bye. If you want to suggest something in the comments that I can do for you, just leave a comment, I will read it. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and bye.